Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Merry Christmas everyone. I'm uploading this on the 25th of December, Christmas Day. We're going to be doing a 100% race in Vietnam as Sebastian Vettel.
Well, it's nearly time to get today's Grand Prix underway. We've got a number of drivers in contention, but of course, only one can claim that coveted top step of the podium. It's a track that combines the bespoke design of a traditional race circuit with the tight, close barriers of a street track that our drivers race on today. 23 corners and a total distance of 3.4 miles. Watch out in particular for overtaking into the braking zone at turn 11. And as always, a man with plenty of racing experience joins me in the commentary box. Today it's Anthony Davidson. Tell me, Anthony, you're no stranger to surviving the melee of turn 1. So how do you keep out of trouble when there's so much going on around you?
Well, the throttle goes both ways, Crofty. You've got to have the discipline not to try and win the race on the first lap. So always be prepared to lift early and give those around you more space. Trying to be the last of the late breakers with half a dozen cars around you may pay off from time to time, but it's also a great way to lose your front wing.
Let's run you through the driver grid order for today's exciting race. Lewis Hamilton lines up on pole position, and Max Verstappen lines up alongside. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Bottas, Leclerc, Daniel Ricciardo, and Albon, Stroll, Sainz, Norris, and Sergio Perez. Kvyat, Ocon, Pierre Gasly, and Magnussen, Russell, Giovinazzi, Romain Grosjean, and Nicholas Latifi. Raikkonen and Sebastian Vettel starts from the back of the grid. It's almost time for those 5 red lights to go out. Then let's see who can prevail today.
Okay, so for the strategy for today's race is going to be a 2-stop, 16-15 laps on the 2 sets of softs, and then we're going to be doing like 22 laps on the medium tyre. You can see me changing there. We're going to be pitting on lap 33 probably, trying to just extend the last stint and make it work hopefully, and be strong off the beginning, actually be aggressive at the start. So here we go. It's a 3, 4 and 5 red lights, and away we go, really long lights, and away we go for the Vietnamese Grand Prix. Gonna get off to a bad start, and we're starting from last place just because I felt like making it harder. Gonna go down the inside of pretty much everyone there. Got Lando Norris on the outside, do clip him a little bit, he's fighting Gasly. We're in front of Perez now, we do get a warning for clipping Norris, who's now losing the position to Gasly. We nearly touched there as well, had to brake a little bit later. And then we go further on into the straight. We're going to go down the inside, a really big dive bomb on Lando Norris, and he actually hits us there. I don't know if he has any damage now, but he's coming back on us. Now we're going to check the replay, and he just hits us there. Doesn't make the corner, we just get sent out. Nearly hit the barrier, hits us there again, but we do get to keep the position as he does have to back down then. Now we're gonna go down the inside. No, we can't make it work with Gasly. But we've been hit. Oh no, we've been spun. Perez, I believe, hit us. Yeah, let's check the replay there. So we tried to go down the inside, and Perez just really impatiently hits us. Norris does get away. Now he does have a 5-second penalty, as you can see there. Kvyat does get ahead. We get a warning for a collision of Kvyat. Probably when I got spun, I hit him accidentally. Latifi has been disqualified, probably because he parked in a dangerous place, but he wasn't parked. It's just because we spun. Everyone else had to slow down. So now we go on to lap 11. We've got Ocon right behind us. I'm thinking about doing some pit stop information. And now we see Ocon right behind. Look back, and he just hits the wall, I believe. I think he's damaged his front wing as well. I think he just fully sent it into the wall. I'm not sure what he was doing. As you can see here now, yep, just fully sent it into the wall. I wonder what his reason for it was. Sometimes the AI are really unpredictable. We're right in the middle of the track. He had nowhere to go to overtake. We were right in the middle of the track. Good defense from us. That's not our fault for him crashing. Lando Norris now gets in front. I'm going to still try to get back into P11 by going around the outside. It'll be a really difficult move. Norris hits us again, but we do get to keep the position for P11. Now we can see a little replay, a really beautiful overtake around the outside of Lando Norris. He locks up as well, locks up that front right tyre. So we get to keep the position there. And now we go on to the lap 17 where we're pitting, and they've changed in the front wing. I didn't feel any damage from the front wing, but they're changing it. It must have been a little bit of damage, probably from when Perez hit us. We had to spin around. We probably hit, like, maybe that's when we hit Kvyat, I don't know. But now we go on to the exit of lap 18 when we pitted. We've got Magnussen in front. He does lock up his front right tyre. We're going to go down the inside. Beautiful overtake there. He's still trying to put up some pressure. But we are up into P13. I believe there is one driver that still needs to pit in front of us. So now we go lap 25. We go down the inside of Ocon. Really late braking there. Might have actually damaged his front wing there by hitting into me because we were so late on the brakes. And we're going to go into our second pit stop, lap 33. We're going to go on to the mediums now. There is Perez, there is 17 seconds behind us, so let's hope that this pit stop is good enough. 2.8 seconds. Can we get in front of Perez, who I believe was lapped by Lewis Hamilton? Here comes Perez and Hamilton. Perez is letting Hamilton through on the straight, so he is losing some time. Going to be pretty much side by side, to be honest. I think Hamilton is going to get just in front of us, and Perez is going to be right behind us. Yes, we have been able to pull it off. Perez still has to pit though, so it is just good track position for us because we do get DRS off of Hamilton. So hopefully Ocon, when he has to pit, we get to save time on him. Perez is going to be on the softer tyre, so he's going to go down the inside. Of course, everyone else is doing a free stop. So I switched the plan because we were so far behind everyone, like a good 20 seconds after the first lap because of Perez. So now, in the same spot Perez hit us, I'm just going to try and go down the inside. Probably a ruthless move there. Push him out wide. Sticking my elbows out. I don't really care about the one in because it's not a spin, at least. I didn't hit him and spin him. And Ocon now did get in front of us on the pit stops, but we do go down the inside and we get a warning, and I think we did break his, yeah, we did break a bit of his front wing, so he's going to have to go into the pits again. Now we go on to lap 44, 11 laps to go before the end of the race, and Pierre Gasly is out of the session. As we can see here, I think he just had the mechanical failure. I don't know really what. It's not his engine because it's not a blowout, but he parks in a safe spot, so no safety car. And now we've gone to lap 54, actually the final lap, because we did get lapped, as you could see before when Hamilton lapped Perez and we came out in front. So this is going to be the last lap, and there we go. One into the first of the really long straights. Vietnam just has extremely long straights, and then the sector 3 is really the only sector with a lot of corners. Here we go, carrying on in the straight, weaving a little bit. I know I've got P11 sealed. Fortunately no points, but from P20 to P11, Lewis Hamilton does win the Vietnamese Grand Prix. Of course, we never had the race in Vietnam yet because of what happened, and we had to do a full Europe season apart from like Bahrain, Abu Dhabi. But Lewis Hamilton does win the Grand Prix. You can see there we've got a bit of tyre wear into rich mix. Our best lap was a 142.124, so still pretty good. Down into the hairpin. I really like this corner. It is hard, but it's really cool to do. And when you get it right, it's just a satisfaction. It's actually incredible. But yeah, that's going to be the end of the race. Ocon is not going to catch up to us. I also really love this part of the track. Really fun. Especially this little bit. If you can keep going flat out, that's probably one of my favourite corners on the whole calendar actually. That Singapore final corner, and probably 130. I just really love flat out corners. But we'll go into the last corner, and it's going to be P11 out of 18, so not too bad, not too great, but we did start last, and Lewis Hamilton does win the Vietnamese Grand Prix. So we can now see the celebration with Toto Wolff. Of course, we do get driver of the day. Great. I really love how the 2020 game, it just makes it more realistic with like driver of the day. One thing that is unrealistic is the pit stop animation when you enter the pits, enter the box. It's too clunky, too robot-like, so hopefully they rework that for next year. With, of course, the things going off with EA maybe taking the rights of Codemasters, we'll have to see how much the game changes. And hopefully we might... Actually, no, you know what? What would F1 Ultimate Team look like? You build your own team, like you build your 2 drivers, and it's like... you can play like as either of the drivers. You can switch between them. Like you can choose which one you want to race as for a race. You can pick like the manager or like the pit stop. Actually, that would be pretty interesting. Like you pick from real life drivers, real life engineers, real life like pit stop mechanics. That'd be really cool. Of course, there would be a lot of EA's like money having to be spent, real life money, but you know, you never know. So, Lewis Hamilton wins from Bottas and Max Verstappen, Albon in 4th, with Ricciardo in 5th. Thank you so much for watching this Christmas special, pretty much. Hope you have a lovely Christmas day if you're watching it today. Hope you guys enjoyed. Like, sub, comment. Bye.